field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. So LSU's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Direct snap. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to him. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too...
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Give to the back. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give to the tailback. Oh, he got loose. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Muhammad. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front 7 on defense.
And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Caught in the backfield, and Smith. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision. 4th
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it! And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Muhammad. Afterburner's coming. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 28 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, LSU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Snagged in the middle, it's Green. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Dances away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat box, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier trying to get to him. Ball in the air, intercepted! And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys are like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Anderson. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the ground, it's Durham.
Tackle is made at the 37. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll ride the hot hand. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
But right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd and 10 here. The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big junkers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snap it to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Now on 2nd down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a play. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Shakes off a tackler. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Makes the grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The corners are walked up tight. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, he wants it all. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. Using his legs, it's Durham. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now, decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's not afraid to go deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.